Welcome to my channel. You know that I am a huge fan of Mythographic series, and while other publishers almost stopped to produce books, I am really thrilled that Mythographic series expand, they invite new artists, and of course when I discovered that the last book Illusion was created by the new artist in the series, Diego Weisberg probably. Of course I was interested. So let's have a look. It looks exactly as attractive as other books in Mythographic series. Quality is the same, so of course the most interesting question is the art style of the new artist. And here we have, for quite luckily, pictures without hidden objects and without those strange lines which Fabiana Attanasio loves to add to her designs. They are quite detailed, which immediately reminded me about Bank style. And yeah, illusion, that's probably the main theme, as we know from the cover. And we have interesting mixes, many unexpected mixes and transformation of animals, plants, fantasy landscapes. I can't say that I was very impressed. Yes, for me it's similar to Bank style. Many pictures are not bad, many pictures are more simplified. So if you show me this book, probably I wouldn't tell if I didn't know that it's from completely new artist. Many pictures like this one, I call them pictures fillers. Nothing very interesting but necessary to create the full size of the book. As a huge fan of the whole series, of course I wanted it to have in my collection, and indeed many pictures are interesting. Here we have one of the most detailed pictures, and yes, I think that they will be quite suitable to color with watercolors, with alcohol markers, and with pencils, of course. That's definitely one of the most interesting, because you know that I love everything with steampunk and with such fantasy boats or even maybe flying objects. So that was interesting. This one is similar to the other pictures in Bank books, all those flying turtles with various buildings on their back. Yeah, probably that's what I feel when I look at these pictures, that it's similar to other Mythographic books. It's not bad. In my personal list of preferences in Mythographic series, it's somewhere in the middle. I simply wouldn't say that as the first book from the new artist, it totally impressed me. Next book, if there are other books by Diego in the series, I will purchase only after seeing the flip through. This one I simply purchased because, honestly, because I wanted to cheer myself in the end of difficult August months. This one is somehow nice. It looks simple, it looks even sad a little bit, but somehow I feel some connection to this one, so I hope that I will be able to do something nice. Maybe I love the look of this portal into another world, so somehow I feel very attracted to this page. Maybe that's problem that they started to publish so many books that some of the pictures they look similar to the previous, but yeah, that's not new artist, and maybe I expected something slightly more original. So for me, probably Fabiana Attanasio, surprisingly, is the best artist in the series so far. I do love Bank, but Bank I love in black and white, to look at his pictures and to admire his talent, but to color I still prefer books by Fabiana. They are slightly less detailed, and yeah, even despite those strange lines which I prefer to mask her balance between amount of details and elements on the page for me is perfect. That's another picture which I call picture filler, nothing interesting. But this one is nice. Some fantasy village and fantasy flying aircrafts. It's like shattered glass, flying frogs. This one I do love because I do love this tiny shed and dragons. This one is definitely fun. This one I love because here idea is very original with all those flying and huge corns and other vegetables. Really very fun, and landscape is nice. I love that object on the foreground made with slightly thicker line and object on the background with much thinner lines. So I do love this effect of perspective. That's another one which I love, so this one is really nice. So yeah, majority of pictures are nice, just not as original as I expected. This one is similar to Spirit book by Fabiana. This one is also not bad. That's definitely not the best one. I and those trees, but I simply not the big fan of the repeated elements here. Maybe I would prefer something else on the background additionally. That's also nice, but again, those flowers and fishes similar to the other pictures in the series. What can I say? Not bad, but definitely not on top of my list. I'm still very happy that they print so many books, and I looked at their books which you can already pre-order, and that their plans they are go until the next year, and indeed in the series there will be new artists, and I also love their Mythographic Gore series. So yeah, I probably got this one to support the whole series, to be able to color on the good paper, because sometimes it's very tiring to color on the bad paper. Usually when I do several pictures in the book printed on a very bad paper, I need to go and to purchase something new printed on good quality paper, and it's nice. But yeah, next book by Diego Weisberg I will purchase only if I totally fall in love with it, not like purchase it immediately after it's announced. Okay, I still hope that it was interesting for you, and of course I plan to color in it, so it wasn't disappointment, just not my highest expectations. They were not exactly were fulfilled, but still I'm glad that I have another one. And please don't miss my next video, because together with this Mythographic I also got the book by Fabiana Attanasio, which I missed in the beginning on the summer, and that Deep Blue I think that I prefer a little bit more comparing to this Illusion, but of course it depends from your own tastes in coloring. Thank you, and I will see you very soon.